Hi book friends, I'm Erin, and this is Erin Go Read. Have you ever read a book that mentions another book, maybe specifically or in passing, maybe it's actually a big part of the story and it makes you want to read that other book? This happens to me all the time, and I've often gone out and bought that other book only to never actually read it. Well, that stops in 2020. I'm going to start with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and follow her down the rabbit hole. Here are some examples of what I'm talking about. Earlier this year, I read Americanah by Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie. In this story, the book The Heart of the Matter by Graham Greene is mentioned multiple times, and it plays important roles for a couple characters. But having never read The Heart of the Matter by Graham Greene, I don't get exactly the significance, the thematic significance between these two. But because it was in this book, I bought this book and I haven't read it. Then I have a different kind of example. We have Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte, and then Jean Rhys's Wide Sargasso Sea. Wide Sargasso Sea is an imagining of a different time of life, a different perspective from a character from Jane Eyre. Another example, a very recent release, Lucy Powrie's The Paper and Heart Society. Lucy is a booktuber as well. You can find her at Lucy the Reader. And a big part of this story is Sylvia Plath's The Bell Jar. So what did I do? I went out and bought The Bell Jar after I read, or probably while I was reading, The Paper and Heart Society. I haven't yet read The Bell Jar. So here's another book pairing. So whether it's a retelling, a specific mention, or just some way that one book brings me to another book, I will be following these books down the rabbit hole for the year of 2020. And I think it'll just be interesting to see where I go from Alice in Wonderland at the end of the year to who knows what. I'll be posting about this journey both here on my channel and on Instagram. On Instagram, I am also Erin Go Read. And if you want to follow along, I'll be using the hashtag Down the Rabbit Hole Books. It'd be great if you want to join in with me. You could start with Alice, start with whatever you want, and just see if you can keep this cycle going of kind of leapfrogging from one book to another with some sort of connection to them. It could be books in a series. It could be books by the same author. It could be one author was inspired by another author, retellings, mentionings of books, whatever brings you from one book to the next. Hashtag Down the Rabbit Hole Books. Start with any book. I'm going to start with Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and we'll see where our book adventure takes us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. All of the books I mentioned below will be listed in the description box. Let me know if you plan on joining in, and have you read any of the books that I happen to mention? Can you think of, off the top of your head, of any other kind of book pairings that you would put together? One I just thought of right now would be Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf and Michael Cunningham's The Hours. That would be another book pair. Can you think of any book pairs off the top of your head? Thank you for watching. See you around the tubes.